proponents um, of the no backup philosophy would state that they do give you ways to protect your data. Um, uh, and the most common thing that is touted. So first off, they talk about the availability of the platform. They talk about replications and how that it's part of this availability group and that's all great. But again, that's all about availability. That's
Yep.
not about backups, right?
Yep. And backup
And
and restores, right?
right. But they also tout things like retention policies. The most common thing that I see touted by people that want to um, that say you don't need to back up the data is the retention policies. And the thing is, here's news. Most people don't know anything about retention policies, right? Most people don't even know that they exist. Including a lot of backup vendors, they don't know that they exist, and so they just talk about the recycle bin. They're like, "Oh, the recycle bin is only 2 weeks or whatever," and they go after the recycle bin. um, and then proponents of 365 will then say, well, there are retention policies, and if you really want to store data, if you want to make sure that data doesn't get deleted, even if it's purged from the recycle bin, then you should create a retention policy for that, and uh, and it would save it. My big thing though with the retention policy idea is that all that's really doing is keeping the email or the file or the record in
The same
365.
situation. It's almost like a soft delete, right? It's
It is a soft
it's
delete.
it's gone from the user's perspective, it's gone from the admin's perspective, but it's not yet gone from the system's perspective.
Right. It's just like basically, I've said this before, 365 and G Suite and Salesforce, all of these apps, they're all really just a big fancy database with an interface in front of it, right? And it's not like you actually have. It's not like for the Unixy folks. It's not like your 365 email is in an inbox format that's in a
Yeah.
directory somewhere. It's in a database, and each email is represented by a record in that database. And when you delete the email, what happens is it sets a flag that says deleted. And if you then and also if it's got a retention policy, it sets a flag that it's going to be retained. So even if it's deleted, it just
It's
looks
still
like it's been
retained.
deleted, but it's really just sitting there,
Yeah.
right? And uh, that is not a backup. And why is that not a backup,
Because
Prasanna?
it lives within the same system, so it doesn't follow the 3-2-1 rule.
Yes,
See,
the
I
three
got it
two
this
one
time.
rule. Right.